If there is one thing modern world leaders never lack, it's power. Immense power, the kind that shapes economies, commands armies, and influences millions of lives every single day. But power comes with a price, and that price is danger. Presidents, prime ministers, and rulers don't just travel with assistants and advisors, they move inside carefully engineered security bubbles designed to stop threats before they even exist. Armored vehicles, elite bodyguards, hidden snipers, secret protocols most people will never see. Number 8. Recep Tayyip Erdogan. President of Turkey. Being the leader of Turkey means living under constant pressure, political tension, international criticism, and powerful enemies both at home and abroad. And President Recep Tayyip Erdogan knows that better than anyone. After climbing from mayor of Istanbul to the presidency, Erdogan built a reputation for bold decisions and outspoken politics, the kind that naturally attracts attention and threats. So his protection is anything but ordinary. Wherever Erdogan travels, he is surrounded by an elite security force of roughly 60 personal bodyguards, highly trained professionals who operate with military precision. But that's only the first layer. During public appearances, security planners deploy dozens, sometimes hundreds, of snipers positioned across rooftops and surrounding buildings, all maintaining constant visual contact. On high-risk days, that number can reportedly rise into the thousands. Every movement is calculated, every crowd analyzed, every gesture monitored. His motorcade itself looks less like a presidential escort and more like a moving fortress. Up to 12 luxury vehicles travel together in tight formation, each carrying armed personnel ready to respond instantly. Routes are secured in advance, streets cleared, communication channels encrypted. And Erdogan's security teams have gained a reputation for aggressive protection tactics, prioritizing safety above diplomacy when necessary. Their equipment reflects that seriousness. Bodyguards carry advanced Turkish-made firearms, including military-grade rifles capable of sustained rapid fire, designed not just for defense, but overwhelming response. In short, Erdogan moves through the world surrounded by one of the most assertive presidential security systems ever assembled. Because for leaders operating in volatile political environments, hesitation is not an option. Number 7. Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of India. India is home to more than 1 billion people, making the protection of its Prime Minister one of the most complex security challenges on the planet. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi travels under protection that rivals, and in some ways exceeds, many global superpowers. His safety is handled by the Special Protection Group, known simply as the SPG. This elite force exists for one purpose only: protecting the Prime Minister and his immediate family. Thousands of highly trained personnel form Modi's protective network, supported by helicopters, armored vehicles, surveillance drones, and specialized aircraft. SPG agents are instantly recognizable. Dark suits, discreet earpieces, constant situational awareness. But beneath the formal appearance lies special operations level training. They carry advanced assault rifles, concealed weapons, ballistic protection gear, and encrypted communication systems designed to function even under extreme conditions. Whenever Modi travels by road, entire sections of cities temporarily shut down. Traffic stops. Routes are sanitized hours in advance. Every overpass, building, and intersection undergoes inspection. His motorcade is a rolling security command center. Armored BMW sedans, reinforced Range Rovers, Mercedes-Maybach guard vehicles, countermeasure units capable of blocking electronic attacks, and emergency medical teams ready for worst-case scenarios. Each vehicle is engineered to withstand explosions, gunfire, and chemical threats. The cars themselves function as sealed survival chambers, capable of supplying oxygen if outside air becomes dangerous. And protection extends into the sky. When Modi flies internationally, he uses specially modified aircraft comparable in concept to the American Air Force One, equipped with advanced defense systems and secure communication networks. Escort helicopters patrol nearby airspace, scanning for threats long before they appear. Even recruitment into the SPG is extreme. Candidates are drawn from elite military and police forces, then subjected to intense psychological testing, physical endurance trials, and deep background investigations. Only the best remain. Their mission is simple, absolute protection. Number 6. Mamadi Doumbouya, interim president of Guinea. In Guinea, power changed hands not through ballots, but through a military coup. And the man now leading the country, Mamadi Doumbouya, understands better than most how fragile leadership can be. Because before becoming president, he was the commander of an elite special forces unit. Ironically, the very military structure created by the previous government to strengthen national security ultimately became the force that removed it from power. Doumbouya rose through the ranks after years of intense military training, including international special operations programs designed to build highly disciplined combat units. These forces were heavily funded, equipped with modern weapons, armored vehicles, and advanced tactical systems. Today, that same elite unit forms the backbone of his protection. Unlike traditional presidential security details, this team operates more like a battlefield-ready military formation. Soldiers trained in reconnaissance, counterterrorism, and rapid response combat remain constantly positioned around the leader. Their equipment includes tactical armor, heavy artillery support, anti-tank weapons, and air defense systems, capabilities rarely associated with standard executive protection. Helicopters remain on standby, routes are secured by armed patrols, and strategic locations are monitored continuously. The loyalty factor is critical. Many members of Doumbouya's security forces trained alongside him for years, creating bonds closer to military brotherhood than professional assignment. In environments shaped by political instability, trust becomes the ultimate security measure, because sometimes the greatest threat to a leader comes from within their own system. Number 5, Mohammed bin Salman, Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. Few figures command as much global attention, or controversy, as Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince, Mohammed bin Salman. As the driving force behind massive economic reforms and one of the most powerful individuals in the Middle East, his influence stretches far beyond national borders. And influence on that scale demands extraordinary protection. Over recent years, Saudi Arabia reorganized much of its security infrastructure under centralized authority. Multiple intelligence and defense agencies were merged into a unified command structure, allowing faster coordination and tighter operational control. The result? A security apparatus operating almost like a personal defense network for the Crown Prince. Highly trained royal guards accompany him at all times, supported by intelligence analysts monitoring potential threats both physically and digitally. Cybersecurity teams scan global communications for risks, while counter-surveillance units analyze movements around every location he visits. Protection extends far beyond visible bodyguards. Entire military divisions, advanced monitoring systems, and specialized response teams stand ready behind the scenes. Saudi Arabia has invested billions into modernizing its defense capabilities, purchasing advanced weapon systems and upgrading tactical readiness. Those upgrades naturally strengthen the forces responsible for protecting its most powerful leader. Recruitment into the Royal Protection Units remains extremely selective. Candidates undergo rigorous physical training, loyalty assessments, and psychological evaluations before earning placement. And expansion continues. Reports have indicated ongoing recruitment drives adding hundreds of additional officers, reinforcing layers of security year after year. For Mohammed bin Salman, security isn't simply defensive, it's strategic, because protecting national leadership also protects political stability, economic ambition, and global influence. Number 4, Xi Jinping, President of China. Leading one of the world's most powerful nations comes with enormous responsibility, and equally enormous risk. For China's president, Xi Jinping, protection is handled by one of the most secretive security organizations on the planet, the Central Security Bureau. This elite agency oversees the Central Guard Regiment, a highly trained force drawn directly from the People's Liberation Army. Unlike standard bodyguard units, this organization operates on a massive scale. Thousands of personnel are assigned to different layers of protection, each responsible for a specific task. Some manage close physical security. Others control surveillance, intelligence monitoring, transportation logistics, and environmental safety. Every movement is planned with military precision. When she travels, cities transform. Roads are cleared hours in advance, traffic systems shut down, and security checkpoints expand across entire districts. During major visits, machine gun units are strategically positioned throughout surrounding areas. Special agents carry ballistic briefcases capable of unfolding into instant bulletproof shields, allowing protection within seconds if danger appears. Motorcades stretch across dozens of vehicles, each performing a unique function. Decoy cars confuse observers. Communication vehicles coordinate encrypted signals. Medical units remain ready for emergencies. Above it all, helicopters patrol the sky. She typically rides in a specially armored Hongqi limousine, a luxury vehicle designed exclusively for China's leadership. Bulletproof panels, reinforced structure, and advanced defensive technology transform the car into a mobile safe room. Security planning begins months before any appearance. Advanced teams inspect buildings, communication networks, and even nearby electronic devices. Number 3, Kim Jong-un, Supreme Leader of North Korea. Few leaders project mystery quite like Kim Jong-un. And nowhere is that mystery more visible than in his security system. His protection structure is less a security detail, and more a national mission. At the center stands an elite bodyguard organization known as the Supreme Guard Command. This unit reportedly includes tens of thousands of personnel, all focused on protecting one individual. Selection standards are extreme. Candidates must match strict physical requirements, undergo deep family background investigations, and demonstrate exceptional loyalty. Some analysts believe background checks extend across multiple generations. Training combines martial arts, weapons expertise, endurance conditioning, and psychological discipline. The famous running bodyguards, seen jogging beside Kim's limousine, are only the visible layer. Behind them lies an enormous hidden network. Military units secure routes ahead of travel. Snipers monitor rooftops. Armored vehicles remain prepared for rapid evacuation. Hidden bunkers across the country provide emergency shelter locations. Even transportation methods add protection. Kim frequently travels by heavily armored train, slower than aircraft, but harder to track or intercept. The train itself functions like a rolling command center, equipped with reinforced walls, secure communications, and defensive systems. Security planning includes deception tactics. Decoy convoys, alternate routes, and strict secrecy make predicting movements nearly impossible. For North Korea's leadership, survival equals continuity of the state, and every layer of protection reflects that philosophy. Number 2, Donald Trump, President of the United States. Protecting the President of the United States requires one of the most advanced security systems ever created. During Donald Trump's presidency, that system reached historic levels of scale and cost. The United States Secret Service coordinates protection through thousands of personnel and specialized divisions working together seamlessly. At the center of presidential ground travel is the Beast. Officially a heavily modified Cadillac limousine, it is widely considered the safest vehicle ever built. Armor plating several inches thick protects against explosions and gunfire. Multi-layer bulletproof glass seals the cabin. The interior can function as a sealed environment during chemical threats, complete with independent oxygen supply. Flat tires allow continued movement even after severe damage. Inside the vehicle sits advanced communications technology linking directly to military command centers. Medical equipment, including emergency blood supplies matching the president's type, travels on board. But the Beast never moves alone. The presidential motorcade can exceed 30 vehicles. Police units clear roads. Pilot cars scout ahead. Counter-assault teams ride close behind, prepared to respond instantly to attacks. Electronic warfare vehicles jam remote signals. Hazard response units handle chemical or biological risks. Medical teams follow with fully equipped ambulances. And overhead, aircraft monitor airspace. When traveling internationally, protection expands even further with Air Force One, Marine One helicopters, snipers, K-9 units, and specialized tactical teams. Every movement becomes a coordinated national security operation. Because protecting the American president means protecting the continuity of government itself. Only one leader remains. A former intelligence officer, a strategist shaped by decades of geopolitical tension, and perhaps the most security-focused head of state in modern history. Number 1. Vladimir Putin, President of Russia. Few world leaders are as closely associated with security as Vladimir Putin, a former intelligence officer trained within the Soviet KGB. Putin understands threats differently from most politicians, and that mindset has shaped one of the most sophisticated protection systems ever created. His security is handled by Russia's Federal Protective Service, known as the FSO. This agency operates with authority far beyond a traditional bodyguard organization. It combines intelligence gathering, surveillance operations, counter-terrorism planning, and close-quarters protection into a single powerful structure. At the center of this system is an elite personnel unit often nicknamed the Musketeers. These bodyguards are hand-selected for extreme physical endurance, psychological stability, and absolute loyalty. Candidates undergo intense testing designed to measure reaction speed, stress tolerance, and combat readiness. Many are former special forces operators. Even unarmed, they are considered highly dangerous, but they are rarely unarmed. Their standard equipment includes specialized Russian pistols loaded with armor-piercing rounds, concealed defensive tools, and ballistic briefcases that instantly unfold into portable shields. Protection begins long before Putin arrives anywhere. Advanced teams travel months ahead to inspect locations. Buildings are scanned. Communication signals monitored. Electronic jamming systems installed to prevent remote detonations. Every phone signal nearby may be analyzed. Every room inspected repeatedly. When Putin travels by road, the convoy resembles a military operation more than a political escort. He rides inside an armored limousine known as the Orus Senat, engineered specifically for Russian leadership. The vehicle includes reinforced armor, explosion resistance, sealed oxygen systems, and encrypted communications capable of maintaining contact during crisis scenarios. Surrounding vehicles carry heavily armed operators. Some vans reportedly contain aircraft weapons and advanced tactical equipment, prepared for threats far beyond ordinary attacks. Snipers secure rooftops. Roadways are locked down. Airspace restrictions activate instantly. Nothing is left to chance. Food safety receives equal attention. Every meal is inspected and tested before being served. Medical specialists remain nearby at all times. Even routine public appearances are carefully choreographed events built around layered security rings. And then there are the rumors. Decoy motorcades, identical vehicles, possible body doubles used to confuse observers and reduce risk. While details remain classified, analysts widely believe deception plays a major role in Russian presidential protection strategy, because uncertainty itself becomes a defensive weapon. Looking across the world's most guarded leaders, a pattern begins to emerge. Security is no longer just about bodyguards standing nearby. It is technology, psychology, logistics, military planning, and sometimes, theater. Entire cities pause movement. Airspace clears. Thousands of personnel coordinate silently behind the scenes. From armored limousines and encrypted aircraft, to sniper networks and intelligence surveillance, modern leadership protection operates at a scale few people ever witness. The greater the power, the greater the perceived threat. And in a world where political decisions can reshape economies overnight or spark international crises, security becomes part of governance itself. Because at this level, wealth may buy luxury, power may command influence, but survival? That requires an army you rarely see. And that's the hidden world behind the planet's most protected leaders, where safety is engineered, secrecy is strategy, and every movement is planned like a mission. If you enjoyed this deep dive into power and protection, there's another story waiting on your screen right now.